Dear children, good morning to all. Today, let us discuss the new lesson, that is My Beginnings, which is in the syllabus of 9th standard. Okay, let us discuss about the My Beginnings, which is by Kapil Dev, and you remember one thing, it is an autobiography lesson. It is an autobiography lesson. Autobiography lesson means it is a lesson which is described by himself, or which is described about himself. That kind of lesson or story is called as autobiography. Autobiography, and that means the story which is written by ourselves, by our life, or about our life. That is the story of autobiography, which is by Mr. Kapil Dev. Kapil Dev, who was he? He was a former cricketer of our Indian cricket team. Former means here there are two farmers are there. One is FORMER and another one is FARMER. This farmer is, you are very well known about him. The farmer, FARMER, farmer means he is the person who cultivates the land. Who cultivates the land is called as farmer, or is considered as a farmer. But here farmer, FORMER, farmer means Maji. In Kannada, it is the meaning of Maji. Maji. Nama Bharatada Prasiddha. He was a famous former cricketer of our India. So, he was Kapil Dev. Recently, he was passed away from our earth. Recently, he passed away. So, the writer of this lesson, Mr. Kapil Dev, he was the former cricketer of our Indian cricket team. You understood about the difference between these two words? Here the pronounce is same. The pronounce of these words are same, but the spellings and meanings are changed. These kind of words are considered as homophones in English literature. Okay. Let us discuss about the writer of this lesson. He was Mr. Kapil Dev. Kapil Dev Ramlal Nikanji is the full name of Kapil Dev. Kapil Dev Ramlal Nikanji was the full name of Kapil Dev. He was born on 6th January 1959. He was born on 6th January 1959 in Chandigarh. It is his native place. Chandigarh. It is his native place. So, he was born in the city of Chandigarh on 6th January 1959. He was India's greatest all-rounder, and in his captaincy, during his captaincy, Indian cricket team won the 1983 World Cup. So, during his captaincy or under his captaincy, our Indian cricket team won the International World Cup in the year of 1983. So, Indian cricket team won the 1983 World Cup. In his autobiography, Straight from the Heart, Kapil narrates his childhood experiences. He had written an autobiography book. That book is Straight from the Heart. Straight from the Heart. So, it is the story, my beginnings, which is derived from the book of Kapil Dev's an autobiography, that is Straight from the Heart. So, in that book, Kapil narrates his childhood experiences. So, it is the lesson which is derived from the Kapil's returning book, that is Straight from the Heart. And in this lesson, here my beginnings means, in this lesson just Kapil Dev described about his early life's naughty behaviors or naughty experiences. So, early means, my means his, beginnings means his early life experiences. His early life experiences. In this story, in this autobiography, Kapil Dev just wanted to describe about his naughty behaviors during his early life. During his early life. So, it is the story of this lesson, that is my beginnings, which is by Kapil Dev. So, let us begin this lesson now. Before that, I would like to read this lesson. When I commence my model reading, all of you look at your books with much more attention and intention. And all of you open your books, page number 46. Page number 46. Shall I begin the reading now? Okay. My beginnings by Kapil Dev. Looking back at my life, I have come to the conclusion that our beginnings never know our ends. For me, it all started in Chandigarh, a small town nestling in the foothills of the Himalayas. He was born on a cold winter morning. His mother, who is a simple woman, could not read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning. The date 6th January 1959 was thankfully recorded because a cousin of mine was born on the same day, around the same time and with the same name. I grew up among 6 other brothers and sisters, all older than me, except one sister who was a year younger. My mother always regales me with tales of my naughty behavior. She claims she never managed to control me, but I do admit that right from the very beginning, I found it hard to sit still. I was very curious, and it was my ambition to travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz. God has been kind to me, and both my wishes have been fulfilled. But at that time, 25 years ago, these dreams seemed like castles in the air. I spent my childhood, like all the other children around me, trying to bunk school and save up enough money to go to a new movie or have a plate of chicken chow mein with my friends. If we were very broke or bored, we would amuse ourselves by breaking the fruit of our neighbor's tree. I remember one particular lady who lived down the road from us, who had a beautiful garden which she took great pride in. In it, she had papaya and pomegranate trees. I now sympathize with her, but in those days, most of our time was spent planning how to get into her garden and pick the fruit of the trees. In fact, one day we had climbed over the wall and were perched on the tree when the lady walked out with some guests. She was entertaining them for tea right under the papaya tree. There were two of us on the tree and two others on the road on the other side of the wall. The two fortunate ones who had been outside ran away, but my friend and I had to sit still for nearly 2 hours till the tea party ended. That was the day I discovered the rash that papaya sap can cause. I had a hard time explaining it to my mother, but I got even the next day when our neighbor went to Delhi for a couple of days. She had 92 pomegranates on the tree in her garden. She counted them every day because she knew we were up to mischief. As soon as her back was turned, we took down all 92, ate whatever we could and distributed the rest. I remember the walloping I got from my mother when she was told about it on the neighbor's return. Now that very lady was great pride and affection. Tell anyone who cares to listen how I had taken 92 pomegranates from her garden and left the seeds behind. The other really naughty thing I remember doing is riding the police horses that were left in the huge open green areas to graze. A few of my friends and I would go there regularly and try to ride them. They were huge police horses, not used to clumsy children scrambling onto them, but despite innumerable falls and many a fright, I learned to ride and control a horse. In fact, even today I am quite comfortable on a horse without a saddle. That was the way I had taught myself to ride. Once we had learned to master the horse, there was one I became particularly attached to. We became more courageous and ventured out of the fenced area with the horses. Nobody could have noticed except for the fact that I bit off more than I could chew. I decided to take the horse home and house him in our back garden, which was about 700 square feet in size. The horse could probably have been tethered there, but I hadn't anticipated the struggle I would have in getting the animal through the tiny 5.5 foot by 2 foot door. We were caught within minutes of our arrival. The horse, of course, the duly returned and the chiding I received from my father discouraged my venturing near the grazing fields again. I was never very studious and always preferred to spend my time playing games and participating in athletics where I could use up my energy. I went to a small local school that had few cricketing facilities. The games they offered at that time were basketball, football, table tennis and hockey, probably because they all required was a ball, a couple of sticks and a net. I was fairly good at all games, exceptionally good at athletics, but dreamed to becoming a footballer. I worked hard at that game and was selected to play for my school. Fortunately, all my friends were interested in and played cricket and they convinced me to change my game. That is a decision I will always be grateful to them for, as they unconsciously introduced me to the game for which I was made. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, I switched from one game to the other and began to spend a lot of my time on the cricket field. Naturally, I played in a number of inter-school tournaments and came to be noticed as a promising lad in the local press. But it was all merely fun to start with. I could never have imagined where cricket would lead me, and I certainly had no plans then of becoming a professional at all. So, dear children, it is the model reading of the lesson My Beginnings, which is by Mr. Kapil Dev, the former cricketer, the former greatest cricketer of our Indian cricket team, and during his captaincy in the year of 1983, our Indian cricket team won the World Cup trophy. So, it is the lesson, in this lesson, Mr. Kapil Dev just wanted to express about his early life naughty behaviors or mischief behaviors. So, during his early life, what were the activities he had done? So, let us discuss about them through this lesson. Okay, shall we begin the lesson now? Shall I begin the explanation of this lesson now? Okay. My Beginnings, which is by Kapil Dev, and you remember it is an autobiography lesson. Autobiography means it is the story which is written by him about himself. So that is called as an autobiography lesson. Looking back at his life, when he just looking back of his life or of his early life, he had come to the conclusion that our beginnings never know our ends. So, it is quite natural or quite very truthful thing in anybody's life. The thing is here, he had come to the conclusion that their beginnings or anyone's beginnings never know our ends. Never know our ends. When we born in a poor family, that is not our fate. But when we die with a poverty, that is our fate. So, when we born in a poor family, that is our beginning. But when we die with a richness, that is our effort or that is our achievement. So, that our beginnings never know our ends. So, it is quite natural in anybody's life. For him, it all started in Chandigarh. So, Chandigarh is here. It is his native place or it is the place of Kapil's borning place or it is the place which place or in that place Kapil Dev was born in the year of 6th January 1959. So, you remember one thing, Chandigarh. Chandigarh. It is a purely planned city in our India. So, in that city, Kapil Dev was born on 6th January 1959. So, he just wanted to tell about his born place. So, for him, it all started in Chandigarh, a small town, nestling. Nestling means here to be surrounded by something, especially hills or countryside. This Chandigarh, which is surrounded by especially hills or countryside. So, he was born in that city in the foothills of the Himalayas. So, it is the city which is located at the foothills of the Himalayas. In that city, he was born. Who was born there in the year of 6th January 1959? The person who born in that city was Mr. Kapil Dev. Who was he? He was a former greatest cricketer of our Indian cricket team. He was born on a cold winter morning. He was born in the cold winter morning. His mother, who is a simple woman, the mother who gave birth to Kapil Dev, who was a simple woman, could not read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning. His parents were uneducated and they could not read the time and also date of birth of Kapil Dev because they were uneducated. So, they could not read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning during the cold winter season. The date 6th January 1959 was thankfully recorded because a cousin of him was born on the same day, around the same time and with the same name. When Kapil Dev's parents were uneducated, they were not known about his date of birth, when he was born, when the time he was born, because they were uneducated. But luckily for him, he was thankfully recorded because a cousin of him was born on the same day, around the same time and with the same name. He grew up among 6 other brothers and sisters. His parents had 6 sons and daughters. Among them, Kapil Dev was one of them. Okay, he grew up among 6 other brothers and sisters, all older than him. All elders than him, except one sister who was a year younger. Except them, there was one sister who was a year younger to Kapil Dev. Totally, they were the 6 children of their parents. So, it is the first paragraph's meaning. In that story or in that paragraphs, just Kapil Dev said that our beginnings never know our ends, and he also told about his where he was born and what was the date of birth to him. So, it is the meaning of that paragraph. Second paragraph, His mother always regals him with tales of his naughty behavior. His mother always regals means here to entertain someone by telling them about something. That is regals. That means the story. His mother always told his stories with tales of his naughty behavior. Here 2 mark very expected. One question will be arise about this concept. What was Kapil's mother always regals with him? So his mother always regals him with tales of his naughty behavior. Here, naughty means is mischievous. Mischievous behaviors. His mother always told him with his naughty behaviors. When he was in his early life, how the activities or how the naughty behaviors he had done during that stage. Always his mother told his naughty behaviors to him. She claims she never managed to control him because he was a very mischievous child or very naughty child during his early life. So his mother's always complains to him. She never managed to control him. But he do admit that right from the very beginning he found it hard to sit still because he was a very active boy during his early life. So he was not able to sit, he was not able to hard to sit still in a place. He always running or walking from one place to another place. So his mother always told about the kind of attitude of Kapil Dev. He was very curious. He was very curious. Curious means here very ಕುತೂಹಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು. So he was very curious and it was his ambition to travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz. During his early life he had a dream. That dream was he just travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz. During his early life, he had two dreams. He had 2 dreams. One is to travel around the world. To travel around the world, and second thing is to drive a Mercedes Benz car. To drive a Mercedes Benz car. So it was his ambition during his early life. That ambitions are here. That ambitions were here. One is to travel around the world. That means he just wanted to look around the world. He just wanted to look around the world and just wanted to drive a Mercedes Benz. Benz means here Mercedes Benz. It is a very costliest car of the world. So during that case he just wanted to drive that costliest car. So he had those dreams during his early life. Those were to travel around the world and to drive a Mercedes Benz. God has been kind to him and both his wishes have been fulfilled by the omnipotent God. So the God had been fulfilled all his ambitions when he grown up and became a greatest cricketer of our India. When he became a greatest cricketer of our India, his dreams were fulfilled by the omnipotent God. So God has been kind to him and both his wishes, both means two wishes. One is travel to around the world and the second one to drive Mercedes Benz. Both his wishes have been fulfilled by the God. So as the writer quote in the beginning, our beginnings never know our ends. When he was born in a poor family, but he was died in a rich family. Because during his lifetime, he became a rich person. He had earning more and more money from the cricket matches. So, during that stage, when he grown up, his wishes had been fulfilled by the God. But at that time, 25 years ago, when he was felt about his dreams, 25 years ago, those dreams seemed like castles in the air. When he was dreamt about his ambitions, during that time, he just felt about his ambitions like castles in the air. Castles in the air means it is a idiom phrase word that means plan or hopes that you have are unlikely over to become real. So he was not believed when he was he succeeded to get his ambitions. But during his old age, he was successfully got the Mercedes Benz and to travel around the world. So, it is the second paragraph meaning. And the third paragraph, during that days, he spent, here very important question will be arise, that is, how did Kapil Dev spend his time during his early life? How did he spend his time? How did he spend his time during his early life? He spent his childhood like all the other children around him. He spent his childhood like all the other children around him, trying to bunk school. One is trying to bunk school as other children who bunked to their schools. So he bunked to school or he trying to bunk school and save up enough money to go to a new movie. Just they bunk to their school because to save off enough money. Why did they want to save enough money? Because to go to a new movie. To go to a new movie, they had just bunked to their classes and saved up enough money or have a plate of chicken chow mein with his friends. For this purpose was here to go to a new movie or have a plate of chicken chow mein with his friends. They bunked to their schools and saved up enough money. So if we were very broke or poor during that days or during those days, if they were broke or bored, they would amuse ourselves or themselves by breaking the fruit of their neighbor's tree. Otherwise, if they were suffering or if they were very broke or bored, just they were planned to breaking the fruit of their neighbor's tree, because they were very mischievous children during their early life. So, in their early life, just they bunked their schools and saved enough money to go to a new movie or to have a plate of chicken chow mein with his friends. Otherwise, if they were very broke or bored, they just amused themselves by breaking the fruit of their neighbor's tree. So, these were the activities which were mischievous activities. Not only activities, but mischievous activities done by Kapil and his friends during their early life. He remembered one particular lady who lived down the road from them, who had a beautiful garden which she took great pride in. During that time, he remembered one particular lady. That means Kapil had a neighboring lady who lived down the road from them, who had a beautiful, that woman had a beautiful garden which she took great pride in. Here, which she took great pride in means here, she just looked her garden very cautiously, made her garden very beautifully. That is, took great pride in. In it, she had papaya and pomegranate trees. In that garden, in her garden, she had two kind of fruit trees. She had two kind of fruit trees. They were one tree was papaya and another one was pomegranate. So she had papaya tree and pomegranate trees. He now sympathized with her, but in those days, most of their time was spent planning how to get into her garden and pick the fruit of the trees. During that time, in those days, most of their time was spent. They were just thinking how we went there and plucked the trees from the orchard. Just they were planned about that. So here Kapil Dev just wanted to say about that. They were spent planning how to get into her garden and pick the fruit of the trees. Just they planned to how to went there and pluck the trees from the orchard or from her orchard. In fact, one day they had climbed over the wall, especially during their early age. In a particular day, they had climbed over the tall wall and were perched. Perched means on the head of something on the tree when the lady walked out with some guests. When a particular day they were planned to pluck the fruits from her garden, they went to the wall and went on the trees. During that time, that particular lady walked out with some guests. She was entertaining them for tea right under the papaya tree. Under that papaya tree, just she was planning entertaining the guest for tea right under the papaya tree. There were two of them on the tree. There were two of them on the tree and two others on the road on the other side of the wall. There were two of them who were on the tree and two of his friends were outside of the compound. The two fortunate ones who had been outside ran away, but he and his friend had to sit still for nearly 2 hours till the tea party ended, because that neighboring woman and her guests were sitting under the tree. So 2 hours they were sitting on the tree. That was the day I discovered the rash that papaya sap can cause. So he described that was the very bad thing we had made to that woman. Just he felt very bad when he ground up about that incident. So in that paragraph, in that third paragraph, we come on to know that he and his friends just they were bunked their school and just saved enough money for going to a new movie or ate a chicken chow mein with his friends. And then just when they were broke or bored, just they were planned how to pluck the fruits from their neighboring woman's garden. So these were the activities they were made when they were their early age. So when we see all these activities of Kapil Dev's early life activities, he was such a mischievous boy during his early years. So when we looking his these kind of activities, we purely or we surely knew that they were such a mischievous or naughty children during their early life. So it is the explanation of third paragraph. So you just remember the points. What are the important points you learnt from these 3 paragraphs? One is about his early life, and second one is where and when he was born, and third one is what were the ambitions of Kapil's early life and were they fulfilled or not? Okay, and then how Kapil and his friends spent their school days during their early life. So these are all the aspects or these are all the incidents or experiences of Kapil Dev when he was in his early life. So it is about Kapil Dev's early life experiences. So these are all the experiences were shared here himself by Kapil Dev as his beginnings. So when he was his early life, he and his friends made very mischievous activities in their life. So Kapil here just wanted to say about their these kind of naughty behaviors. So it is about Kapil Dev's naughty behaviors or mischievous activities which were done by Kapil and his friends. So it is the explanation of 1 to 3rd paragraph. In the next class, I will continue this lesson. Okay, shall we stop it here? Okay, thank you.